I brought some Chris Vector mags that are 29 round YouTube approved. And that should help speed the test up a little bit, and it sure did help loading mags. You can see right there, it's a 29 round approved YouTube magazine. Welcome back, guys. Today we're looking at the Glock 30 Gen 5. We finally got 500 rounds to it. It took a little bit longer than I thought. Had a lot of other life things going on, but I had 200 rounds through it, I think, through my first video. It was 100 or 200, and then I've shot it one other time since then. And then I put 300 rounds through it a few days ago just to make sure that it was at the 500 mark. I know it's over 500 now, so you can see it's still extremely dirty from being shot. I'm gonna wipe it off here in a second. The gun is not chambered. It doesn't have a loaded mag. The mag is empty. Still haven't gotten around to changing the sights. I was going to, and it really hasn't been that big of an issue. I do have a light on it, and the light is completely covered up with some soot. Having that much soot built up on your light takes away a lot of the effectiveness of it. It still works, it's noticeable, but it's extremely dim. So let's go ahead and wipe this off. I know one thing you can do if you don't want to have this stuff build up on your lights, you can always put a little bit of oil on it. Just kind of oil it just a little bit. That does help wipe the soot off. Because I've got a few of these string lights that are burnt on the end. Hard to get the burn marks off of it. So let's go ahead and give her a good wipe down. I know some people have asked me about shooting this as opposed to the Glock 21. I did take some film of that, and I'll roll that in later. And it's actually really smooth to shoot. The Gen 5 just seems like a better platform for recoil management, I guess you would say. Whatever they've done to the recoil spring and the trigger is an upgrade for sure from the old models. Now you can actually see the light. It's pretty bright now. But this is the standard TLR7. This is the Glock 21. I'm just going to again show it for size comparison. This is not loaded, not chambered. This has the Holosun PID light, and also has the Holosun 507C, and it's just got some blacked out night sights on it that are blacked out suppressor height sights. You can see the difference in it in between the two. It's about an inch longer than the 30 is, and the grip is noticeably longer. It's about 1.5 inches longer than the other one. I do have a flush fit mag for this, which fits perfectly here, so it doesn't hang out like the mags that come with it do. The only drawback to it, it's only 9 rounds as opposed to 10. But with the factory mags you get with the 30 out of the box, they got this extension on it. And that extension cannot be removed, but it does give you a full 3-finger grip if that's what you like. I don't mind shooting these with 2 fingers. I actually shoot these better than I do some of the other guns with longer grips on them. Yeah, I've also carried this. I carry this in a sticky holster with the flush fit magazine. I usually pocket carry when I do carry. I'm a big guy, and I still haven't found a holster that fits me right, which I'm working on. I've been doing morning exercises and stuff, trying to get this weight off, but that's a whole different other story in itself. But this is a sticky holster that I do carry in. It's seen a lot of wear. It's not wore out though. It fits in there. It covers a trigger guard very, very well. And I do carry in my front left pocket if the pants that I'm wearing do allow for that. If I can't carry this, I got other smaller guns. I got a 42, a 43. I got a little 32 Beretta that I carry sometimes. You know, I don't feel undergunned with it. I mean, any gun is better than no gun. You can also use the Glock 21 magazines and the Glock 30, which is a bonus. If you got like the longer Chris Vector mags, they work in it as well, but it looks pretty stupid. I did shoot this with the Vector mags. It makes the gun extremely heavy, having 29 rounds in it, because it's a 29 round mag. I do have some 185 grain hollow points that I keep loaded. I run those in my 21, and I also have ran those through my LC carbine. They function well, and I've ran them through the Chris Vector, which we'll do a review on that later. But for carrying this, I carry some 230 grain because they seem to have a lot less recoil than my hot 185s. So I just carry 230 grain hollow points in this. I think I carry the Berry's hybrid hollow points, and I really like those. They expand well. Now for me, one of the biggest upgrades to the 20 or to the 30 Gen 5 is it's got the slide catch on this side, on both sides now. And as long as Glock's been around, you know, they've been around 40 some odd years, and they still run the exact same crappy sights. It'd be awesome to see an upgrade from the factory. If they would even put metal sights on it, that'd be an upgrade. It'd be worth the upcharge that they keep staying with. Like every time they come out the new generation, it's, you know, when it first comes out, it costs a little bit more. So it'd be nice if they were to actually give you an upgrade other than the internals. The trigger on this is pretty good. After a lot of dry firing and a lot of shooting, you can see it's got some take up in it, it's got some slop, but she breaks. The reset is fairly short though. So like I say, I really do like these Gen 5 Glock triggers a lot more than the 4 and ones previous to that. And I'll also say that I don't shoot factory loads through this. I don't have any factory 45 ACP. I've had really good results in my reloads. I tailor each one of my reloads for the gun. Like I say, I've got a 230 grain load I've got worked up for this, and it works great. I just don't want to buy factory ammunition. Even though I'm reloading 45 ACP, it's still kind of expensive because to reload 500 rounds of 45 still costs me about $175. So, I mean, doing these 500 round reviews is kind of expensive. So if you could hit that subscribe button, you can see the barrel doesn't have a whole lot of wear on it. My Glock 19 seemed to wear a lot faster than this did. So I don't know if it's a different coating they're putting on the barrel as opposed to the Gen 5 19. I have no idea, but it does seem to wear less than the other one I have. The inside looks pretty similar though. It's got the same wear pattern on the inside, which doesn't mean it's wore out. It just means it's broke in basically. Because if you don't have wear marks on the gun, your tolerances are going to be kind of crap, and your accuracy and all that's going to really suffer. So yeah, it's good to see wear marks on the inside like that. They're not too extreme, and they're not too light. But like I said, I've had this for about a month and a half now. Super impressed with it. I've carried it, I've shot it, I've got well over 500 rounds through it. It's wearing well, it still looks good, still shoots good. There's zero issues with it. It's ran 100% reliably, not one issue at all. And I've tried a few different magazines. I've tried the SGM tactical magazines, I've tried factory Glock magazines, and the Chris Vector magazines, which are factory Glock magazines with an extension. But those are about the only mags that I do trust to run in it, and I would not carry the SGM tactical magazine in a gun that I had to defend my life with. I just use it for shooting, and like I say, 500 round reviews and whatnot. That's just one less mag I have to keep reloading. But if you got anything out of this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Like I said, and it really helps the channel out a lot. If you got any questions about the Glock 30, or you're interested in the Glock 30, or if you have a Glock 30, tell me how you like it. I used to carry the Gen 3 SF, loved it as well, but this Gen 5 to me is just such an upgrade that I don't have the Gen 3 SF anymore. This is what I use for a subcompact 45. But as always, man, thanks for watching, stay safe, and let's take back our Second Amendment. That will never be seen.